gingerbread cutlass and a peg leg made from a toothpick. Jim loved him best of all. "You better leave some pirates out for Santa Claus to eat," said his mother. "Not Captain Cookie," said Jim. This is, you know what that is?
A cutlass.
Yeah, it's like a sword. A pirate sword.
Why do pirates have swords?
Because they need them. Because pirates are sort of bad guys.
Do police officers fight them?
Yep.
In Somalia.
And in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's true.
I'll keep that one on. She's at my
Okay.
walk.
At bedtime, Jim took the captain to his room.
I like
Do they
that glass.
still use sometimes?
Yeah.
Mom, what's your grandma?
My taste of home.
Yep.
Not anymore. That was a long time ago.
I know there was a time.
Doesn't happen anymore.
Are pirates
Glad to
real?
have you guys here.
They used to be real. Now they don't really exist.
Are there real ones still?
There used to be real ones. A long, long time ago. But
You don't see any real pirates by where we live.
yeah,
Not in America.
not in America.
Well, I mean,
America's a very big place. It includes Michigan, Stinky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Washington, and Texas. At bedtime, Jim took the captain to his room. "I wish you had a ship," he whispered to as he climbed into bed. Then he lay awake, listening for reindeer hoofs on the roof. Captain Cookie seemed to be listening too. Because it's Christmas. Jim fell asleep, but Captain Cookie went on listening. "Where's my crew?" he wondered. "And who's the Santa Claus who wants to eat them?" When the house was quiet, he swished his cutlass through the air. He tested his peg leg. Tap, step, tap, step, tap, step. He climbed down into the darkness. Then he ran. Tap, step, tap, step, tap, step. He ran until he came to a cliff. He dropped his cutlass over it, then followed. He found his cutlass and then another cliff. So he did it all again, one cliff after another, until he reached the bottom. Then Captain Cookie had a shock. He calls them cliffs. I think they're like the stairs going from upstairs down to the kitchen. A mouse was nibbling on his cutlass. "Why, it's half gone," cried the captain. He grabbed the cutlass and slashed at the air. "Oh, it's ruined," he moaned, and off he went. Stomp, tap, stomp, tap, stop it. "Merry Christmas," called the mouse. "Christmas? What's that?" thought the captain. Then he turned a corner and saw something that astonished him.
A cat and a Christmas tree.
Have you heard this story before, Anna?
Yes.
A huge tree with stars in its branches. "Ahoy there," called a voice. Looking up, Captain Cookie saw two pirates climbing down toward him. "My crew," he thought.
Maybe ducks.
This is a very interesting book. I've never heard of it.
Hey,
The two
this
men,
is different. There, he had two hands, and there he has no.
I think that's because the mouse was eating. The two men, Wavy and Dots, finding him, dropped to the ground. They jumped right up, but the captain saw that Dots had a broken hand, no cutlass, and now a wounded man.
What does a
Just
wounded
then-
mean?
A wounded man is a man that has an injury. In this case, he had a hurt hand. Maybe because the mouse ate it. Just then there was a thump and a scrape. A black cloud puffed toward them. "Run!" shouted the captain. They ran until they had to stop for breath. "Who is that?" asked Dots. "It must be that cannibal Santa Claus," said Captain Cook. "We've got to get out of here before he eats us." "Where's the rest of the crew?" "Up on that cliff, I think," said Wavy. "Start climbing, men," said the captain. This is silly. I don't think gingerbread pirates talk. I don't think they run around. But it's just a story. So, I mean, through a story you can make up stuff. Up they went. "They're in jail," cried Dots when he reached the top. "Save us," cried the pirates. Wavy and Dots kicked at the prison walls. They tried in vain to move the roof. "What about a rope and a pulley from the ship?" said Wavy. "What about the ship's cannon?" said Dots. "There is no ship," said the captain. Then he noticed a strange look on Wavy's face, and he whirled around. What he saw made him wish for his cutlass. A gigantic man was leaning over them. "Young Jim always leaves cookies for me," he said. "But the plate was empty, so I came in here." "Look out, boys," ordered the captain. The big man lifted the prison roof and peered in. "Don't you eat my crew," shouted the captain, raising his fist. This looks like a cookie jar, not a prison. What are they talking about? Those they're silly. The big man blinked. "This is your crew?" he said. "Yes," said the captain. "And who are you?"
But you were older when
"I am Santa Claus, and I swear by my sleigh I won't eat your men." "Sleigh? What's that? Some kind of ship?" "That's right. Swears by a ship. Can't be all bad," thought the captain. Still, he was suspicious. "What are you doing here?" he asked. "Why, it's Christmas." "Christmas," said Captain Cookie. "I wish somebody would tell me what that is." Santa Claus laughed. "Follow me," he said. "I'll show you a bit of Christmas." Anna, what is Christmas? You know?
Christmas. I'm going to miss
Jesus' birthday. Very good. Back beside the starlit tree, pirates watched as Santa Claus reached into an enormous bag. "What have you got there?" the captain began. "It's a ship," Wavy shouted, and the next thing Captain Cookie knew, his men were swarming its decks and rigging. "There's cannons and cutlasses," cried Dots. There's a ship, all right. The sky glittered with stars. The captain rubbed his eyes. Real pirates, he thought, and a real ship.
Dots.
He looked back.
Dots.
Yeah, that's them.
And
Captain Cookie. "Merry Christmas," he called, but Santa Claus was already gone. Santa Claus is a very fast guy.
That's what means he goes to a lot of houses. He goes everywhere. He goes to every language.
Yep, that's why he goes so fast. On Christmas morning, Jim's mother found an empty plate on the mantel. "It looks like Santa Claus found the gingerbread man," she said. But Jim was admiring his presents. His favorite was the pirate ship and its pirate crew.
I love just a gingerbread man.
Captain had his cutlass and a peg leg, and Jim loved him best of all. That was a pretty good story. I never read a story that had pirates and gingerbread and Christmas.
Oh, that's where your dog
everything.
is.
We picked that one out of the library.
This is my hat.
Well, Anna, give